Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Said one of the great Stoics, Aristotle. Isn't that the truth? Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. It's hard to be patient, and it's hard to be patient with ourselves. But let's work on that today. In this 1 hour restorative practice, we do a hour-long practice every single day of the week. Today's is restorative. I hope you can join us for other days of the week too. Now, restorative. Let me tell you something about restorative. Restorative is a practice where you hold the poses longer. And you think, oh, why am I doing this? I'm just lying around. If that's what you think, then you really need it. You need to get out of your head. You need to allow your body to relax deeper into these poses that we hold for 3, 5, 7 minutes long. And just let go. And you'll be surprised at how much more flexible and mobile this type of practice will make your body, but it'll also make you more flexible and just better in the head. It really does work. I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. Give your yoga a try and be patient with yourself as you do it. And as you're patient with yourself, read the bottom of the screen. It says, do what's right for your body. You always want to do that. Everything is not for everybody. Take something slowly, peel back the layers on a pose. If it's too much, don't do it. If it is painful, definitely don't do it. Back out of it. You don't have to do everything. Nobody can do everything. Let that go. All right, and as you do that, here's a word to think about as you practice. Judgment. All right, usually we say, oh, it's a no judgment zone. All right, that's true. Don't judge yourself. Don't be hard on you. But let's look at judgment in a positive light. Judgment means the ability to judge, to make a decision, to form an opinion objectively, authoritatively, and wisely, especially in matters of action and good sense and discretion. Think like a person of good judgment, a person of sound judgment. And you are that. You are a person of sound judgment because you know you need to be doing your yoga. That's why you're here. It's going to work for you. So use judgment in a positive way. All right, here's the deal. We're going to need some props for today. A couple yoga blocks. They're inexpensive. Please buy them if you don't have them. You really need them and you'll really like them. And they make your poses so much more accessible and enjoyable. All right, a blanket, a big blanket from your sofa or a throw, whatever. And your eye shade and your towel. Those are very versatile props. The towel, you can slip it under your knees. Lots of things you can do with it. And an eye shade is great. If you don't have an eye shade, the towel can double as that. And my favorite prop for a restorative day is a big bolster. Bolster can be a big, thick, strong pillow from your sofa, or just buy a yoga bolster. They're a little expensive, maybe $50, but they're really, really worth it because you really want to invest in you. All right, first pose we're going to come into. Put your props aside. We're just going to come to fully reclined. We're going to come into a pose called pentacle pose. What is that? Come down to the ground. Enjoy the getting here. And what you're going to do is you're going to spread your legs wide. You're going to come down onto your back and also put your arms high overhead. All right, so come into a capital letter X shape. As you come on down, lock in a stress number. And what is that? In your body, think. Do a quick little inventory. Scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 100. Where are you stress-wise? Remember that number, and we'll come back to it at the end. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now purposely, deep breath in through your nose. And a big audible sighing breath out through your mouth. And it matters. The sighing out, the audible sighing out through the mouth helps engage your parasympathetic nervous system and relax. Let go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Legs and arms are spread. You are like a capital letter X. Shoulders are nestled into the mat. If the arms do not feel good, extending them up, what do? Just bring them on down a little bit. Think like a snow angel. Bring them on down a little bit until it feels okay. Breathe in, breathe out. And let the outside world go. Try to think no thoughts. That is hard. Focus on thinking about the breath. Just breathe in. And breathe out. Thoughts are going to creep in probably 50 times in this practice. Just acknowledge the thoughts. Everybody gets them. And dismiss them. You'll come back. You'll remember them later. Breathe in. Breathe out. Be in the present moment. Be aware of the temperature in your room. Be aware of the feeling of the floor beneath you. Breathe in deeply. I mean deeply. Really fill your lungs up higher than, fuller than you think you can. And then release, slowly exhaling out the mouth. Let it all go. Think of all the air coming out of your body, even down to your toes. Another big breath in. And another big breath out. You told yourself you needed to be here. You took the effort to come here and get your props. So really, truly give yourself this time. Let all the thoughts go and just give it the full extent of your effort. With big breaths in and big breaths out. Fully deflate on the exhale. Continue with the deep breaths. We'll have multiple pentacle poses in the practice today. And maybe think to yourself these words: calm, unworried, and relaxed. No chaos, stillness, and quiet. The beauty of a restorative practice is that it restores you, it refreshes you, and it rebuilds and recharges your energy. And if this pose is speaking to you today, stay right here longer. I'm going to go into a child's pose next, and I'll show you a variation of it too if you don't quite like the pressure on the knees. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to come out of it, bring your arms on down by your sides, bring your legs together at the midline, and press on up. All right, child's pose. You're going to bend your knees, and you're going to grab your bolster. You're going to bring your bolster kind of between your knees and sit your hips back towards your heels. And rest your chest here. If you want to bring the bolster up more towards you, you could place a blanket on top of it. And rest here. You can turn your head in one direction or the other. If you don't like that on your knees, here's an option. Use your blocks in the shape of a letter L. Place your bolster on top of that letter L. You could also add in your blanket. Send your legs long so you're seated on your bottom. No pressure on the knees. And you can just hinge forward a little bit. Put a bend in your knees or straighten your legs, whatever feels good. And work your chest down to your bolster. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. This is your child's pose today. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. And that seems like a really long time. And depending upon what you're doing, it is. But hopefully, in your child's pose, it's going to be really nice. So either variation, stay there, and find your peace, and I'll let you know when the time is up. You know, turn your head in one way if you like it. And then whenever you're ready, about halfway through, turn it in the opposite direction. Let your chest fully rest, your bolster, as your focus is only on your breath. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Softening your shoulders. If your teeth are touching, unclench your jaws. And deepen your breath. When you're ready, close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose if that's comfortable, allowing your focus to be completely on the breath. And if you're ready, whenever you're ready, take one or two more breaths here and then maybe turn your head in the other direction if you've been resting on one cheek or the other. Deep, full breath in and deep, full breath out. When you're ready, one more full deep breath here. And let's come out of our child's pose. If you want, you can stay right here if this is speaking to you. All right, I'm going to push my bolster aside, and I'm going to come back to pentacle pose. This one's not going to be as long as the other one. Just going to take these brief little commas in the sentence of this practice and just let go. Just reset. Arms high overhead or wherever. Remember the snow angel option. Legs spread. Breathe. Big breath in And a big breath out. All right, come back to your jaws or your teeth. Your jaws clenched, just soften there. Area between the eyebrows, soften there too. Calm, unhurried, and relaxed you are. Stay here if you like. I'm going to come into a toes pose. Knowing that, you may really want to stay in your pentacle pose. If you want to join me, bring your arms down by your sides. Come on up. And let's come to standing on our knees. And standing on your knees, bring a block. Ooh, there we are. All right. Draw your toes towards your shins. Place the block underneath your feet. And have a seat. All right, this one's intense, isn't it? We're going to stay here for 3 minutes. I'm going to set a timer. Okay. Hands to prayer center. Hands can be on your thighs. You can bring your hands behind your back and reach for opposite elbow creases if that is comfortable to you. This is an intense pose. If it hurts, if it's painful, come out of it. Don't do it. Maybe even take a little break here and there by leaning a little bit forward. And then come back into it. Patience, patience. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. You're strengthening the foundation of your feet here. You're helping improve your balance. That's important. And you're working on strengthening the feet and the ankles. Do what you can where you are. It's okay to take a break. Breathe in, breathe out. Soften your shoulders down, down, down. This pose is allowing the feet to stretch, the fascia in the feet to stretch. You're stretching the ligaments, the tendons. You're just stretching the feet out, giving them space, creating space in the feet. Breathe. Our feet are so cooped up in boots and shoes all day long. How often are they actually free to move? There's a lot going on in your feet. Create the space to allow for better movement, better gripping of the feet, more flexibility, more mobility. You've got this. Just about 30 seconds to go. We'll just take 2 more deep cycles of breath and that'll get us there. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep slow breath out. You've got it. Let's come out of it. That's an intense pose. Remove the block. Come to a neutral tabletop. Your wrists are under your shoulders. Lift your feet up. Squeeze and scrunch the toes. It's intense. And then tap the tops of your feet out on your mat. Maybe circle the ankles in one direction and the other. And then let's do pentacle again. Come all the way down to your back. Legs spread. Arms spread. It's a nice treat after your toes pose. Calm, unworried, and relaxed. Take a deep breath in. And a deep, slow breath out. Stay here in your pentacle pose if you like. Or maybe you stayed in your toes pose. I'm not sure about that one. But if you did, good for you. You know when it's time to come out. I'm going to bring my arms down by my sides and I'm going to set up for fish pose. If you want to join me, let's do that. All right. For your fish pose, I'm going to use the bolster today. You could use your 2 blocks. If you want to use your 2 blocks, you would place the 2 blocks in the shape of a letter T with the horizontal block at the top and the vertical block down the center with a space of about 6 inches between. You will come to recline on the first block, the vertical block, and move it so it's between your shoulders. The other block is a block for your head, and recline on that. I'm going to use the bolster. You don't have to think about it too much, which is kind of nice. Bring the blanket onto your feet, your lap, whatever you like. Your bottom up toward the bottom of the bolster, but be sure your bottom is down on your mat. You don't want it hanging out in space. So we're going to come to recline here. You can cover the eyes with the eye shade or the little towel. We're going to be here a good long time. We're going to be here about 7 minutes. So settle in and get comfortable. Adjust your bolster, adjust your blocks, place your blanket where it's comfortable. Arms down by your sides. I'm going to have my palms face up. And maybe you like palms face down. That feels more secure. Palms face up is a bit more of an external shoulder rotation, and it just kind of lets you take full advantage of the benefits of this pose that opens up your chest and allows you to feel freer to breathe more deeply. And deep breathing is so important to staying calm and being at peace. Legs can be long, or knees can be bent with the soles of the feet on your mat. You can open up your knees to the side of the room and have the soles of your feet touch. Adjust and get comfortable and enjoy your supported fish pose. Soften the area between your eyebrows a little bit more. And if your jaws are clenched and your teeth are touching, create a little bit of space between your teeth. Even your tongue, remove it from the roof of your mouth. And hold no tension in your face. See how full you can take your inhales and slowly exhale all the air out of your lungs. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Take a deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out. This is your supported fish pose. Feel how full and open the lungs are, and feel how good your posture is with the shoulders drawn back. You're welcome to stay here longer if you like. This is a fabulous pose for improving your posture and a great pose in which to stay for a longer period of time. I'm going to move into a pentacle pose. If you'd like to join me, Draw everything back to the midline of your body. Your knees draw in, your legs go long. Roll off your bolster to one side or the other. Scoot the bolster aside and come in to your pentacle pose. Calm, unhurried, and relaxed. Take a deep breath in. And your deep breath out. Give yourself permission to stay here longer if you'd like. I'm going to move into a shoelace pose. That's the big one for the hips. If you want to join me, let's come on out of our pentacle pose, legs together, arms down by your sides. Press on up to seated. I'm going to sit on my blanket today. You may want to try that too. See how you like it. Just kind of helps you tip a little further forward. I'm going to take my knees. I'm going to bend my legs. Then I'm going to work my feet, my heels, back towards my hips. Now, I'm seated on the blanket. Maybe you like that, or maybe not. You decide. You can take your bolster and place it on your legs if you like. The weight on the legs feels kind of nice. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. You can stay right here, softening in the shoulders, and just releasing into the hips. So think of sending the breath to your hips to just open up the hips and just calm the hips down a little bit. You hold so much tension there. Breathe. And if the knees don't feel so good, you can work your legs, your heels away from your hip creases. And just try to sit here for a bit. And time's gonna tick on. It always does. You can hinge forward as time ticks on. You can work your head down to your hands on your bolster. Soft shoulders, soft hips. You might even want to remove your bolster. Bring your head down to overlapped hands on your knee. Your inhales lengthen your spine, and your exhales bring your belly button back towards your spine as you fold further and further forward. Maybe your hands even eventually work down to the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out. So what do you think? Let's slowly come out of the pose. Bring your shoulders on up over your hips. And let's switch it out. All right, switch out the legs. So bring the one that was on top onto the bottom. The one that was on the bottom onto the top. Crisscross your legs. Reintroduce your bolster. You may even start out with a block on top. Lengthen up, big breath in. And soften up, big breath out. Let's begin. You can sit up nice and straight and stay there. You can slowly start to hinge forward. No rush, no hurry. Maybe you hinge forward and say, not now. I'm going to come on back up and just settle in here. It's all good. Deep breath in, deep breath out, hollow out your belly, hinge more forward. I think oftentimes in a pose like this, big stretch in the hips, kind of like in your pigeon pose or your figure four, you tend to hold on in your head more so than in the body. You tell yourself, ooh, I can't go any farther. And if you just relax and focus only on the breath
I think you'll be surprised at how much farther you can actually go into the pose. Tension in the hips, we hold on to it for so long, it becomes the new norm in our body. Challenge it a little bit by letting go and seeing how far your body can go when it gets your mind out of the way. Big breath in and big breath out. Did the pep talk help a little bit about getting your mind out of the way? I hope so.
As you're ready, slowly press on up. Move, Piper. Let's go into pentacle pose. Gonna feel really good on the hips now. Don't let the bolster go too far though. Come on down to fully reclined. I'm gonna pull the blanket out, bring it up to my belly just because that feels nice. Aren't your hips thanking you now for this pentacle pose? Arms overhead, legs spread wide. You deserve this one. I am calm. I am unworried. And I am relaxed. Okay, your jaws, the area between your eyebrows, soften those. Breathe deeply. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find a block. Maybe it's not too far away and you can just scoot it up with your foot. We're going to do a supported bridge pose. Bend your knees. Press on up through your hips, pressing hard into your feet, into your mat. Place your block at either its most stable height or maybe its secondary height. And place it low underneath your sacrum. Really low here, so your spine at the bottom is lifted and gravity is working with you here, allowing your low back to decompress. Soles of your feet on your mat, maybe cover up with your blanket on your belly if you like that. Place your eye shade over your eyes or use that little towel. Now the hardest part of this pose is letting all of your weight rest on the block. Adjust the block. You don't want it too high because you want the low spine to be hanging off of the block, letting gravity decompress it. So bring the block down quite a bit and rest your sacrum on it. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Arms comfortably down by your sides. Maybe give your shoulders a wiggle. So this can be a 3-minute pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As all
all of your weight on that block. And again, if it's not super comfortable, adjust it a little bit, this way or that. You'll find the right spot. You'll know. Another slight little tweak of a modification here, if you like, is to let your feet go a little outside your hips, kind of toward the edges of your mat, and let your knees collapse inward. Maybe that feels nice. Try it if you like. Or maybe you go back to the classic variation of this supported bridge. Deep breath in and deep breath out. This is your supported bridge. Maybe it's just starting to work its magic now in your low back. If that's the case, maybe you'd like to stay longer. I'm going to move on in to our final Shavasana pose. The hour goes by really fast. Don't sell yourself short and run out on the final Shavasana. It makes a difference. Press hard into your feet, lift your hips on up so you can pull the block out. Roll your spine down nice and slowly. Come all the way down. I'm going to push on up and bring the bolster underneath my knees. Grab your eye shade, your blanket, and come to recline. I like the bolster under the knees. You don't have to have it there if you don't want it. Another option would be to have the bolster under your feet or have the blocks under your feet. Blanket, however you like, may be fully opened up, maybe on the feet, the shins, the thighs, or the belly. Eye shade to cover the eyes. Arms down by your sides. A full 5 minutes here. Wiggle your shoulders and get comfortable. Eyes covered, palms face up. Try to find total stillness. Keep the thoughts at bay. Soften in the jaws, the shoulders. Let the limbs be heavy. Pinky toes a little bit slightly
externally rotated so they're a little closer to the ground. Breath is deep and full. Breathe any way you like, but keep the breaths deep, full, and purposeful. Soften the area between the eyebrows. And find the place where you feel almost weightless, yet heavy on your mat. Let your thoughts drift away as the focus is only on your breath. Enjoy these few minutes, and I'll tell you soon when the time is up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Hey Siri, dog timer off. It's real. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Hey Siri, timer off. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Take a big inhale, reach high overhead and stretch it out. Let all the stress go. It's real life. As you're ready, if you're ready, scoot the bolster away, roll onto one side or the other, bend your low arm, rest your head, and take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Open your eyes. Float on up to a comfortable seated position. Whatever works. Blanket on your lap. No blanket at all. You decide. Hands to prayer center. Have a moment of gratitude here. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nothing's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Have no judgment. Just be happy. Gently blink your eyes open. All right. We did it. We did it together. Thank you for being here. You took a stress number in the beginning. What was it? And more importantly, what is it? You are a person with good judgment. You have sound judgment. Use it. You know what is right and what you need to do to feel better in your body. I'm glad that you did yoga with me today in all its chaos, but that's real. Just have fun today. Remember, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Have a great day, everybody. From us to you, much love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. See you on your mats tomorrow. Bye. Are you ready to go outside? I bet you are. See ya. It's not what you think you are that's holding you back. It's what you think you're not that's holding you back. Come on now, you can do your yoga. You know that because you've stuck around, you've done your yoga, you've been doing your yoga faithfully. Good for you. And I hope you're seeing the benefits. I know you're seeing the benefits. Tell your friends about those benefits. Have them join our yoga too. It is free for anybody and everybody on Facebook and on YouTube. They can sign in, they can do the yoga live with us, which I think is the most fun, or they can watch it anytime throughout the day. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. Come check it out. Come check out your yoga. Tell your friends to check us out and just have a good time. Be all that you can be. See you on your mats tomorrow.